Every week, reactive email costs you more than you think, not just the time writing the emails. The time stopping, the time refocusing, the time rereading a thread to remember what you already said, the cognitive tax you pay every time you shift out of your real work to handle a message that could have been drafted yesterday. Research from the McKinsey Global Institute found that the average knowledge worker spends 28% of their work week managing email, composing, reading, and responding. For solopreneurs running the whole operation, that number doesn't stay average. It compounds. We touched on email in an earlier episode. That tip was useful, but it was one tool in a larger system. This episode is the full system. By the end of this video, you will have a complete Monday morning email batching workflow, a single focused session that produces many of the emails you need for the week in your voice, ready to send or schedule. Free AI tools only, no inbox triage required. Let's build it. Before we get into the workflow, you need to understand why batching works, because it runs counter to how most people think about email. Reactive email means your brain context switches every time a message needs a reply. You're mid-project, you stop, you compose, you refocus. Do that 8 times a day and you haven't lost 8 minutes. You've lost the recovery time between each switch, which researchers have estimated at an average of 23 minutes per interruption. Batching flips the model. Instead of reacting all week, you spend 30 to 45 minutes on Monday morning composing most of the emails you can anticipate, all in one focused state. You're in writing mode. The context stays consistent, the quality goes up, and the cognitive load disappears from your week. The workflow runs in 3 steps. First, the brain dump. Open your AI tool, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, all work here, and list every email you know you need to send this week. Every follow-up, every client update, every outreach. Don't write the emails yet, just list them. The AI will sort your list by priority, identify the type of each email, and flag anything that needs more context before you draft. That output is your session plan. Use it. Second, generate all drafts. Once the AI has your full list, you work through them one at a time in the same session. The context builds as you go. By the 3rd or 4th email, the AI already has a strong read on your communication style. Third, review, tweak, and schedule. Copy each draft into your email client. Don't send immediately. Schedule them. Wednesday follow-ups go out Wednesday. Client updates go out Thursday. Your inbox becomes something you control, not something that controls you. Here's the problem that kills most people's AI email workflow before it gets traction. The first draft sounds like a press release. Overly formal, generic opener, vague close. The kind of email that makes a client feel like they're being communicated at, not with. You edit it, wonder if AI is even worth the effort, and then go back to writing everything yourself. That is not an AI problem. That is a context problem. The AI doesn't know how you sound until you tell it. The fix is tone calibration. At the start of your session, before requesting any drafts, paste in 3 or 4 real emails you've written before, ones you were happy with, ones that landed well. Ask the AI to study them for tone, phrasing patterns, sentence length, and how you open and close messages. Ask it to confirm what it observed. Then instruct it to match that voice in every draft. Good tone calibration takes about 5 minutes. It saves every draft from sounding like a template. Now, before you batch, sort your email list into 3 buckets: routine, client-facing, and human-only. Routine emails are low stakes and repeatable. Appointment confirmations, status updates, simple follow-ups. AI handles these with minimal editing. Client-facing emails are higher stakes. Proposals, project updates, cold outreach. These need more review. Check the specifics, verify the tone, confirm the ask is clear. AI does the structural work. You do the judgment check. Human-only emails are sensitive conversations. conflict, bad news, a relationship that's fragile. AI can help you think through what to say, but the final draft should be yours, fully yours. Now, the thing that actually makes or breaks this workflow. The failure mode in AI email isn't generic tone, it's vague prompts. Write a follow-up email to my client produces generic output every time because it contains no specificity. The prompt that works tells the AI who you're writing to, when you last spoke, what was decided, what you want to confirm, and what single question you need answered. Specificity is not optional. It is the entire job. Let's make this concrete. 4 email types this workflow handles best. Follow-ups. Give the AI the recipient, the context from your prior conversation, and the one outcome you need from this email. State the tone. Keep the word count short. The AI does the draft, you do the verification. Client updates. Tell the AI the project name, the current status, any blockers, and the next step with a date. Instruct it to avoid filler phrases. Client updates that are specific and on time build more trust than client updates that are polished but vague. Proposal and scope emails. Give the AI the service, the key details, timeline, deliverables, price range, and tell it exactly what you're asking the recipient to do at the end of the email. Confident and clear, no hard sell. Cold outreach. State who you're writing to, why specifically, and what one small next step you're asking for. Not a sale, not a long call. Something low friction. Under 80 words, no generic openers. And here is where I want to be direct with you. AI drafts are a first pass, not a final version. The risk isn't that the AI writes badly. The risk is that you're moving fast and approve something that's 90% right, and the 10% that's wrong is the part the client actually reads. A proposal with the wrong deliverable. A follow-up that references a detail incorrectly. A cold outreach where the recipient's name isn't spelled right. The Monday morning workflow saves time on composition. It does not remove the requirement to read every single email before it goes out. The system speeds up the writing. Your judgment is still the quality control. Let's recap. You started the week reacting to email. Every message that needed a reply pulled you out of something more important. You were always a day behind and an interruption away from losing your focus. Now you have a system. Monday morning, 1 session. Brain dump your full list. Calibrate your tone. Sort your 3 buckets. Generate every routine and client-facing draft in one go. Review them, schedule them, and close the tab. Your email is done. Your week is open. 1 action. Not all of them. 1. This Monday morning, open Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini. Free tier, no payment required. Before you write a single email, run the tone calibration. Paste 3 emails you're proud of. Ask the AI what it learned about how you write. See what it says. That 5-minute step is the foundation the rest of this system runs on. Do that one thing. The full workflow becomes obvious from there. If you found this useful, subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you there.